Barron Trump was thrown into the spotlight when his father became president. In a rather strange interview, Donald Trump seemed to suggest that his son refuses to say "I love you," and the reason why might surprise you. Throughout his presidency, Donald Trump watched his approval ratings climb and fall, though he has often staunchly claimed that the lower numbers in the media aren't accurate. During the summer of 2017, Donald cited a poll that put his approval rating at 46%, even though the other polls had him a bit lower than that. He took to his Twitter account at the time to clarify the matter by writing, "One of the most accurate polls last time around, but fake news likes to say we're in the 30s. They are wrong. Some people think numbers could be in the 50s. Together, we will make America great again." Needless to say, the former president has been preoccupied with his popularity. Discussing his life before the presidency, Donald said in an interview with CNN,
"When I was a businessman, I was with everybody. Everybody loved me. When I called them, they always treated me well."
However, if there's one person that is having a hard time reciprocating that love, it's Donald's teenage son, Barron Trump. Or at least that's what Donald allegedly told one reporter about their father-son relationship. While there's no doubt that a lot of parents have difficulty navigating their relationships with their teenage children, Donald Trump allegedly told a reporter that his son Barron is too cool to tell his dad that he loves him. ABC News correspondent Jonathan Karl's book, Betrayal: The Final Act of the Trump Show, gives an inside look at the final weeks of Donald's term in office. In the book, Karl recalled a conversation he had with the president, in which Donald compared the reporter's less-than-enthused reaction to Barron's own demeanor. Karl writes, "The former president says, 'Jonathan is very cool.' He told reporter Zeke Miller, 'He's like my son.' Trump then proceeded to reenact a conversation with his son. 'Do you love your dad? I don't know, but he does. But he's too cool, the kids.'" Karl continues, "Donald Trump, it seemed, was comparing me to his teenage son Barron, and he was comparing my lack of excitement about his possible appearance at the White House Correspondents' Dinner with his son's reluctance to say out loud that he loved him." This isn't the first time that Donald Trump has made headlines for some of the more bizarre things he said about his son Barron, or other members of his family. During a press conference in September 2019, the former president talked about how passionate his wife Melania Trump felt about the dangers of vape companies targeting young teens. As detailed in Esquire, Donald said, "We can't have our youth be so affected."
And that's how the First Lady got involved. And she's got a son together that is a beautiful young man.
Fatherly pointed out the awkwardness of Donald's statement, as he referred to his own son Barron as his wife's son.
Barron Trump. Did you ever hear Barron Trump?
However, it seems that he didn't mean anything by his comment, as in 2015, Donald had told People, "I've always prided myself on being a good father." In that same interview, both Donald and Melania said that they were very hands-on with their son Barron, and that they didn't rely on having a nanny at home despite their busy schedules. Donald explained, "We keep it down to a minimum. If you have too much help, you don't get to know your children." Melania, meanwhile, did everything she could to keep Barron out of the spotlight, especially during the 4 years that her husband was in the White House. Yet even her Twitter post for Barron's 15th birthday seemed to attract some criticism, simply because she chose black balloons to help mark the occasion. Plus, Melania's spokesperson also had to slam inappropriate and insensitive comments when Food Network host John Henson suggested that Donald was not Barron's biological father, per The Hill. With so much speculation regarding whether or not Donald is Barron's biological father, or whether or not he truly does love him, it's no wonder that the teen wants to keep his life private and remain out of the spotlight as much as possible. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about people in the news are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.